I used to think that if my house was not cleaned up 24/7, then the mess would control me. The truth is that when it was cleaned up 24/7, it was the cleaning that controlled me. Well, you might be asking, how do you find balance? Well, I'm so glad you asked that, because we're going to talk about that in today's video while I clean up and reset my home. The kitchen cabinets, the bedroom, the living room, and starting the upstairs is what I'm focusing on today. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Michelle. I do have 3 small kids, 6, 4, and 1, a 14-year-old dog, and an awesome husband. If I'm being completely honest, I started a cleaning channel not because I love to clean, but because I'm in one of the most chaotic seasons of my life, hence my son throwing food all over the dog who is trying to eat it. It won't always be this way, but for now it is. On my channel, you'll never feel judged for not having it all together, because the goal of my channel is to inspire you to move forward from wherever you've been in the past. There's no perfect person or perfect home, so let's not try and pretend that there is. So if you're here cleaning with me today or just watching for inspiration, then I am really glad to have you here. But as I get started, I wanted to share with you guys the Leanne 6-inch photo printer. And thank you to Leanne for sponsoring today's video. With Leanne, you can print photos in ease with this compact and portable 4x6-inch printer. The Leanne 4x6 photo printer can print your photos with thermal dye sublimation, by which dye can deeply penetrate the paper, making photos vibrant. The last layer that's protective in printing covered on a photo makes it better to protect photos from water, scratch, and fading. I haven't had a chance to print any of the recent photos that I've taken of the kids and add them to the photo box, so the quality of this print is absolutely amazing, clear, and beautiful. You can also decorate your photos in the Leanne app. So after downloading my photos, then the picture printer comes with a multifunctional app to help you modify and edit your pictures. Its 8 filters will change the atmosphere of your photos with one click. 4 kinds of border functions allows you to personalize the photo layout. Enhancement effectively improves the brightness of your photos. So you can play around with the features in the app to get your photos exactly the way you want them printed. Now trust me when I say this is a user-friendly design. I set it up in just a few minutes and you don't have to worry about paper jams anymore. The photo paper can align with the photo printer 4x6 photos and successfully thread it when printing. Now I'm going to move on and select another photo because I'm going to be adding each of the photos to my kids' memory boxes. Now another really cool feature is that when you are printing directly through the app, then you can see which step of the process the photo is in, as you can see here. And for your convenience, the package does come with 20 pieces of the Leanne photo printer paper and 1 cartridge. You can also have an easy and stable connection compatible with multiple devices. Leanne has made the portable photo printer itself a built-in Wi-Fi hotspot, so you can connect directly to the picture printer without any other networks. The 4x6 photo printer supports up to 5 devices to connect simultaneously, and it's compatible with Apple, Android, laptops, and PC. It also comes with a magnetic photo case to hold your photo paper. So with the individual printouts, I want to go ahead and put these photos in their memory box, so I have a printed photo of them each year. There's definitely something special about being able to physically hold on to the physical photo and remember that memory. I'm also switching out the photo that I have of the kids in this picture frame in the kitchen. But be sure to grab your Leanne 4x6 photo printer by using the link in my description box below. And thanks again to Leanne for sponsoring today's video. So just to give you some perspective, it's a Saturday morning. I'm going to start in the kitchen and living room.
We've been driving around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna. Picking up our love friends till it bends because we wanna. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of wine. We're gonna stay up, have the time of our lives. The night is young, don't need anybody else. We came to party all night long, and we don't need no chaperone. We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long and sing along to every song. We don't need nobody's attention.
So stickers are a lot of fun until they start sticking them all over the table and the walls. So the girls were coloring and making posters and signs last night, and they hung all of these posters all throughout the house, and I didn't realize that they were sticking stickers all over this table, but luckily they're fairly easy to get out as long as you have some long fingernails. Luckily, the 2 times of year I actually get my nails done, they came in handy. I'm sure there's a spray or something more clever that you could probably spray on here to get them all out, but I'm just gonna go the old school way and scrape them off.
We dance when no one knows just how we want it. We want it. Going left, going right, doesn't matter tonight, just how we want it. We want it. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of wine. We're gonna stay up, have the time of our lives. The night is young, don't need anybody else. We came to party all night long, and we don't need no chaperone. We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long and sing along to every song. We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else in our zone.
So if you've been watching me for several years, then this might surprise you, but believe it or not, I used to be very obsessed with cleaning. And again, not because I absolutely loved cleaning, but more so because I felt like I needed control. I don't like not knowing what to expect. I don't like having just feeling like there's weight on my shoulders or having things to do. In case someone came over to our house unexpectedly, it would just be like, oh, look how nice and neat my house is. And I wouldn't have to worry about what other people thought. And let's just be real. It feels good to have a nice, clean home. But then here's where it got tricky. And maybe you can relate to this as well. We moved and got a bigger house. So what does that mean? Okay, more to clean. Okay, that's manageable. We had our first kid. We had our second kid. At the time, we had 2 dogs. We had our third kid. And then after a while, you're like, wow, this is a lot. There is a lot to keep up with. And at the time, it always felt like it was just me against everyone. And then it started getting to the point where I wasn't having fun anymore because I would almost, I guess you can say, punish myself. Like, we can't go here until the house is clean. We can't do this until this is picked up. We can't go to bed until this is all done. We can't do this until this is this way or it's cleaned up this way. And then I would start getting mad at everyone. Why aren't you helping? Why aren't you doing this? Why can't you put your dishes in the sink? And then it just became so, I don't want to say toxic, but that's kind of how it felt. Now, there were things that I did, I would say almost to myself, because I always kind of had that control and wanted that control. I always thought it would be better if I just did it. So when it got to the point where I couldn't manage everything, then I would get mad that no one else would help, where in reality, I was the one that always wanted control for so long. So there just came a point in time where I needed to start giving up some of that control and being okay with the fact that sometimes it's not going to be perfect. Now, did that happen overnight? No, it was a struggle. But I did feel like the less I tried to make everything perfect all the time, then the more freedom I got back. Now, I'm not saying completely abandon your home, and there's a nice brush stuck in the blanket, but what I'm trying to say is finding the right balance. Now, what I've seen is like the most popular way to find balance is to find the perfect routine. And a lot of people are routine based when it comes to picking up. You know, you do the dishes and laundry every night. On Sundays, you wash your sheets. On the 3rd of every month, you declutter. And you just have this great routine and it works for you. So a lot of times I've tried routine. But what I have found is that sometimes when I'm off my routine, then like I don't do the dishes at night, then I kind of get hard on myself. Like I would think, oh man, I was so lazy last night, when in fact I just had no energy. So what I have found best, and I kind of just made this up, was that I worked best in sprints, meaning that I can just focus and get a lot done in a short period of time and then take a break. And then the next day or even the following day, I will do like another sprint where I will just knock it all out. And then I will rest. But it's not on a specific routine. Like it's not all on Sunday or it's not all on Mondays. It's just when I feel it's needed and when I have the energy to knock it out. I also can knock it out during the time of day where I have the most energy, which for me is like in the morning, kind of after my cup of coffee. So mid-morning time. This is just where I'm not mad about it. I'm not angry about it. I'm not exhausted at the end of the day trying to just fit all this stuff in. I'm just ready to go. Now, do I do routinely stuff too? Yes, I do. I do try and do the dishes every night, but I don't force myself to do it when I don't have the energy. I'll just say, I'll knock it out the next day if I have to. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you feel like you are more routine-based to stay balanced, or do you feel like you are more sprint-based? Leave me a comment below.
Isn't this a good life? Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks, citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages, show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. On and on it goes, round and round the rodeo. Breathing out air for a minute, taking my time to begin with. On and on it goes, swinging down in life, breathing out air for a minute. Would you rather stay right here, make everything disappear? Can play my favorite song, put your rose-colored glasses on. What if we stay right here, make everything disappear? Lay low in the beaching sun, put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah, put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah. Isn't it a big crime to get a little lost in everybody's business? Why don't we all calm down? Why don't we all calm down? I think I'm the wrong size, not enough room for everybody's egos. Why don't we all calm down? Why don't we all calm down? On and on it goes, round and round the rodeo. Breathing out air for a minute, taking my time to begin with. On and on it goes, swinging down in life, breathing out air for a minute. Yeah. Hey, would you rather stay right here, make everything disappear? Can play my favorite song, put your rose-colored glasses on. What if we stay right here, make everything disappear? Lay low in the beaching sun, put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah, put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah. Isn't this a good life? Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks, citrus in our
Now, I do feel like you can also be on the other side of this where you're either cleaning all day, every day, or you're just not cleaning at all. So I had a friend that works at a women's treatment center, and about a year ago or so, she asked me to come speak and teach a life skills class at to the adolescent girls at the treatment center, and talk about cleaning and organizing. And I said, well, I will come and volunteer to speak, but I am not an expert at cleaning and organizing. I am just a normal human being cleaning my house day by day, but I don't mind coming and speaking to the girls. So I go in and I'm talking a lot about like getting motivated to clean and steps you could take to get motivated. And then one of the girls came to me and said, well, what should I do if I can't stop cleaning? Like, it's not good enough. Nothing's perfect enough. I go back and I keep cleaning. And I kind of panicked. I didn't really know what to say. And I think just like with all of us or any of us, there's not just one thing. There's not just one step or one thing that you do that just makes all of your problems disappear. But there's always just this one quote that keeps popping up in my head. And I've said it before. And it's by Maya Angelou. And it's if you don't like something, then change it. If you can't change it, then change your attitude. And what this means to me is that you're not going to ever be motivated to change the way that you are, to change your surroundings, to change anything unless you want to. You're going to have a new perspective, and it's going to feel uncomfortable. And just like a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist or anything like that, but I just feel like I've made the biggest leaps and bounds in changing things that I don't like. First, by changing my attitude about it and changing my perspective on it. Whether that be working in sprints, whether that be finding a routine, that can help me find the balance. So have a clear perspective on what you want and why you want it. There's a saying that says that most people would rather run away from pain than towards pleasure. And then it'll help you be motivated to stay consistent with the uncomfortable things you have to do in order to change it. And to find the balance. So what does that mean for me? That meant that I had to be okay with seeing a mess, sometimes. And that's what helped me mentally. And that actually is what helped evolve and create this entire community that I didn't know would ever exist. Giving up some control to help me have more freedom. Now, over time, I'm like, I got to get some control back. And that's a little how this channel evolved, was finding the right balance. Sometimes I've got to give some control up, and sometimes I got to take some control back. But either way, here we are.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
So I put this clip in here because I bought this stuff. You might have heard of it. It was like an ad that I got on Amazon. I ended up buying it. And Rye, my 1-year-old, okay, here it is. Miss Mouth's Messy Eater Stain Remover. Rye had gotten new pajamas and spilt blueberries on them. And I was like crying because they were brand new. And I used this and it got it out instantly. So this is the second time he has spilt blueberries on some of his nicer pajamas. And I like spray it on there and it instantly comes out. It's a magical spray that dissolves smeared blueberries out of pajamas and more. But I like this spray. I love this spray on it gets out most stuff. Most stuff that I've used it on, it's gotten out. So I just wanted to, when he did it one more time, I'm like, I'm gonna film this just so that I can have it on camera that this stuff is really cool. All right, next is my bedroom. I'm going to start cleaning up, doing a little bit of laundry, and getting all of it picked up.
Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Something I can never be without, yeah. I'm in your command. Thought I was a man of my own, but it's been 2 years. I'm only a shadow of the good on me now. A breeze in my ear, cause you know I cannot say no to you. Feeling like home, but should it be like this? Locked up in your dome, you know I fight for you. What do I do? Every time you call my name, what do I do? You're whipping me into madness. I try to lay low, but I can never stay away from you. What do I we can't stop it, so I keep on rolling in silence. So I keep on rolling in silence. I find myself apologizing when you've started it. Why? Under a spell, I really wonder how did it come to this? Go see my friends, but then I realize they're all your friends. Is this who I am? You see me running around in circles, feeling so sweet, but should it be like this? I'm loving the heat, I think I'm losing it. What do I do? Every time you call my name, what do I do? You're whipping me into madness. I try to lay low, but I can never stay away from you. What do I we can't stop it, so I keep on rolling in silence. So I keep on rolling in silence. Is this really healthy? Maybe I need therapy, yeah. Red carpet for you, let me hold your bag. I'll carry your shoes, I think I've lost it. What do I do? Every time you call my name, what do I do? You're whipping me into madness.
One of my big goals for this year is to go through and declutter a ton of stuff. Out of all of the homemaking type tasks you can do in a home, decluttering has been probably the most challenging for me, besides cooking and staying consistent with cooking. I realized that I don't like getting rid of stuff because I always resort to the just in case. Just in case this comes up, or just in case I need this, or just in case this happens, I'll have backup. The other thing I tell myself is I spent X amount of dollars on this, so I hate to just get rid of it. But right, does anyone else say that? So I kind of have to do it a little bit at a time. And in fact, next week's video is a whole decluttering video. But in this video, I'm going to start just this section of the upstairs. Now that whole pile is everything I brought that was downstairs. And I'm going to go through, try and organize, and then declutter a little bit of it. Now, different strategies to use. So I also have this problem where I don't like being told what to do or what I should do or need to do. I have to kind of want it for myself. So when I do sometimes look at advice or channels and they're like, you just need to get rid of this because it's causing you headache. You just need to do this. You just need to do this. You just need to ask yourself this. And I get overwhelmed and resistant to want to do it because, like, for those people, it makes sense because they're professionals at it and it's so easy for them to do it. But then when it's you doing it, it's like, well, why aren't I allowed to keep this? And it's not that way, and it's not them. It's like me, right? It's me wanting to just do it my own way and like not feeling so much pressure about what is the right way or what I should do. I just have to like get the feeling that it's okay. So each space, I also feel something different. Like in my kitchen, I made a plan of things, way I wanted to reorganize stuff and get rid of stuff. And in here, I'm just kind of going at it with toys. It's just like, if it's broken, it's done. If the markers are dry, it's done. But if my kids play with it and all the accessories with it, like all the huge amount of Barbie stuff, then I'm going to respect them and keep it, even though it makes a mess sometimes. Now, I remember watching an episode of Hoarders, and when you first watch it, you're a little bit like taken back, right? But then when you start actually listening to their, the story, it's a lot more emotional and stuff. But whenever one of the ladies was helping out a gentleman with his house, he didn't want to get rid of anything, right? And the goal was for them to go in and start helping these people get rid of stuff. And he keeps going like, I spent this money, I bought this from this. And she keeps going, Joe, or I don't remember his name, but let's just pretend like it's Joe. She's like, Joe, you're going to be getting rid of hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stuff. You need to do this. And granted, like their situation was a little bit different than mine, but whenever I go through stuff and I'm in a place where I feel really blessed where I'm able to donate most of my stuff, I hardly ever resell anything. I either gift to friends or I donate. Now, have I resold stuff? Yes. Have we done garage sales before? Yes. But most of the time, I'm not out to make money off of things I've already used. I just am in a place where I feel really good about donating it. So I keep going, like some things that are harder to donate. I'm like, think about the person who's going to get this. You're going to be getting rid of hundreds of dollars worth of stuff, and that's okay. So I have to like mentally tell myself like, you're doing a good thing. You're doing a good thing. And try not to make it all about me. Like, how much money am I losing? Or how much money have I wasted? Or how much money, it's like, how many people am I helping by giving this to someone else? Now, when I did my closet declutter video, I had a lot of comments. Like that one was a mess, but I had a lot of comments like, your waste, like, cause I had clothes with tags on them that I got rid of that I knew I was never going to wear, but like, you're so wasteful. You wasted all this money. You're just, and I'm like, I don't really see it that way. You may see it that way. I see it as, guess how many people who didn't have clothes who I was able to give clothes to. So when you're trying to do things that are challenging, right, it's all about perspective.
I'm going out with you tonight. Are you close to here? I'm feeling down, I don't know why. No, it's so surreal. Think I want you here.
So I have a bunch of containers, and here are their memory boxes. Again, I created these memory boxes where each year you're able to put like artwork and pictures in, and then that way when they get older they can have it and go through year by year. I don't think mine is as organized as year by year, but I'm just kind of throwing stuff in there for now, so that way I'm not like saving, like they come home with so much artwork and so many papers per day. That way I can just keep the ones that are the most memorable, I guess you could say. I also went on a really big organizing container kick where I was going to have all these containers. So right now I'm just emptying. I had emptied all the containers and then I'm going to use them elsewhere. But for now, I just want everything out of containers so that I can see what I have. And then when I like come back around and start reorganizing everything, then I will pull out some of these extra containers and then try and get them organized. But here's just the start of this little playroom. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. A lot of information. Next week I do have a decluttering video, and if you're not subscribed already, I would love for you to subscribe. So here's everything I am decluttering or donating, but I'll see you guys next week.